Namaste everyone, welcome back. Today's practice is going to be a practice of pranayama, a practice of energy work through the breath. So all that's required of you as far as an asana, a seated position, is to find yourself comfortable and with an elongated spine. So you could do this from sitting cross-legged in Sukhasana, you could do it from sitting in a chair, you could even do it from lying on your back if you'd like. I would recommend sitting upright if you're able because that helps align the chakras, but it's totally up to you. And then once you're ready, just allow your shoulders to relax. Allow your crown to lift towards the sky. Feel rooted through the earth, through your sit bones. And just tap into your natural rhythm of breath. Closing your eyes can really help. If you start to feel discomfort in the area between your shoulder blades, try tucking your chin in so that you're lengthening through the crown a little more. And see if that brings a bit more softness into your back. For pranayama, I like to have the palms down on the knees. It's a sort of internal circulation of energy that happens. And with this first technique, bring your right hand to your lower belly. Now, we've been practicing in our asana classes, drawing the navel towards the spine with the exhales, that engagement of the transverse abdominis muscle. We're going to use that as well in this first pranayama technique, but we're going to do it much faster. Now, I chose these techniques today to show you just how quickly pranayama can be really powerful and have a really strong effect on your nervous system. So this first technique that we'll do, it's almost like taking a shot of espresso. It'll really wake you up. It's energizing and activating. It'll bring a bit of lightness and motivation and energy into your day. What this technique looks like is with your exhales, you'll pump the belly in. So you're pumping your navel in towards your spine with every exhale and puffing the exhale out through your nose. You can almost think of it like if there's a gnat in your nose that you're trying to get out, or a little sneeze, like So we'll do that for about 20 breaths in a row, just 20 breaths, and then we'll notice the effect. Don't think too much about the inhale. The inhale really naturally recoils here. It's a practice called Kapalabhati, or the skull shining breath, traditionally used as a cleansing technique to cleanse the energy within the mind, within the thoughts. So let's take a moment here to just settle in, to notice that natural drawing in of the navel towards spine with exhales. And then I'll count for you so you don't have to count how many breaths. When I say begin, we'll start pumping the belly in to puff the air out through the nose. Take a deep breath to prepare and begin. And relax, breathe naturally, and observe. Let's try again, this time 30 breaths. Deep inhale to prepare. And relax, breathe naturally. Observe. What changes in your breath after doing that practice? What's new? What's the sensation? And one more time, this time 40 breaths. Go ahead and take a deep inhale to prepare and breathe. And relax, breathe naturally. Observing the sensations, noticing the effect of that energy. Notice if your breaths feel longer for having shortened them in that way, and now you're inviting in deeper, fuller breaths. And importantly, observe the energy. Can you notice an activating happening there from doing that practice? Considered an energizing pranayama technique, that one. Now we'll shift gears to try a relaxing technique, one that works more with the parasympathetic nervous system to calm us down. This next one is a technique that I would recommend if you're trying to fall asleep at night, for example, or if you feel yourself in a moment of stress. It's called Viloma Krama breathing, krama meaning these steps. So you can bring both hands to your knees now. Keep the eyes closed, keep the focus internal, fully aware of every breath that moves in and out through your nose. And what we're going to do is take full, complete inhales, but then let the exhale out in parts, like steps, like you're walking downstairs. So we'll let a little bit of air out and pause, a little more and pause, and a little more, and then finally completing the exhale. So let's start with 4 steps for that Viloma Krama, and then we'll add some more until we find equal steps. So just relaxing the mind. Don't worry if you don't understand what we're doing yet. All will become clear. When you feel ready, take a deep, full inhale. Pause at the top of that inhale when the lungs are full, and then let out just a little bit of air and pause. A little more and pause. A little more, pause, and then let out the rest of your exhale. Breathe in deeply once again and pause at the top. Then let out a little bit of air, pause, a little more, pause, a little more, pause, and then all the way out and breathe in once again. 4 steps with your exhale again. And all the way out. Breathe in, and now if you notice that there is still a lot of air in your lungs for that last step, go ahead and add a step or 2 until you feel like each part of the breath that you're letting out is equal steps. Continuing in that way for a few more breaths. Deep, full inhale. And letting the breath out in equal steps. 2 more breaths like that. Last one. And then release the technique and take a moment to observe the effect that that had on your nervous system. Can you notice a calming, a relaxing sensation? Slowly now, you can start inviting your awareness back to the present sensations around you, the feeling of your seat beneath you, the air around you, any sounds that you hear. And when you're ready, you can blink open your eyes to bring your visual attention back to the here and now as well. 2 techniques, one energizing, one relaxing, that I hope you'll continue to use throughout your days when you need more energy or more motivation, or when you need to calm yourself as well. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace.